So people come in looking for a spin shoe in the store, and one of the first questions, or one of the first statements a lot of people will make is, well, I don't want to spend too much on the shoe, right? And that's interesting to me, because obviously price should be a factor. I think that comfort and performance should also be a factor. But if we were to take a step back, the first question that we ask is, how often are you spinning? If you say that you're spinning once a month, an entry-level shoe is perfectly fine. It'll get, it's far better than using a sneaker. We'll find you one that's comfortable. And again, for once a month, not a big deal. Great way to get some exercise. If you say that you're spinning once a week, twice a week, or 3 times a week, guess what? That entry-level shoe might not be the best option for you. We highly encourage you to find a nicer shoe. What's a nicer shoe? Well, let's define that a little bit better, okay? So, 1, nicer the shoe, more expensive the shoe. Like this S-Works $400 shoe from Specialized, they're lighter, right? That's the first thing. Everyone wants a lighter shoe, less rotational weight. So that's 1. Number 2, the shoe, as you spend more, is stiffer. This is a carbon sole here. Couldn't bend this even if I wanted to, as I'm trying. There's a nice shoe here as well. It's $125, but you can see that if I really force it, I can make that flex a little bit. All right, flexing, not great. Stiff, great. 3, the more you spend, the sizing, gets a little bit more nuanced. You have half sizes, you have various widths, right? We have a lot of customers come in with wide feet. Guess what? It's hard to squeeze that wide foot into a very narrow shoe or just a normal shoe. We want you to be comfortable, because the last thing you want to be thinking about during that spin class is, is your feet. You want to be thinking about that workout. Finally, the more you spend on the shoe, on this entry-level shoe here, you have 3 straps, which is fine, works nicely. But again, when you spend a little bit more, they'll introduce stuff like buckles. All right, so you can really ratchet in exactly how tight or loose you want it. And then on this shoe over here, you have the BOA systems, right, that really have the shoe just wrap itself around your foot. Finally, the other thoughts I want you to consider when trying to figure out how much do you really want to spend on these things is, think about all the time and energy and effort, all the sweat, all the stuff that you do to try to get into that class. Spin classes are very, very popular nowadays. You could go to a Soul Cycle, spend $35, $37 per class, right? And people there are waitlist for these things. The last thing you really want to do is sit there and go, oh my God, my feet are killing me, while you're in that class, because maybe you didn't get the perfect shoe for yourself, right? And as far as price goes, if you're spinning once a week, let's call that 52 times a year. Let's say you miss a few weeks, you're at 40 sessions a year, right? On average. If you spend $200 on a shoe, that comes out to $5 a class. I think it's a very small price to pay when you consider the fact that you're spending so much more for the class. But let's put money aside. Think about just that time and energy and effort. Let's make it count when you're going out there to work out. All right? Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you.